Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a long new awaited video on the Escort RS 2000. Thank you everybody for the love and support on this car. It's gathered such a large following, and I know that every other video we put out, you guys always reach out and say, what's going on with the Escort, when is the next video on it? The next video is today guys, but just before we do get started, I want to say a huge thank you to BOTB.com for sponsoring this video. BOTB have been around 22 years and are the #1 dream car competition, giving you the chance to win a brand new motor along with up to £50,000 cash in the boot. And also guys, as it's Black Friday, they are also offering a 15% off of all tickets for this week only. That means that you could win yourself a Ford Escort Cosworth for just £1.35 or the Escort Mark 1 RS 2000 for just £1.25.
Don't worry, if you fancy something else, they have 180 other cars in the lineup, including the Lamborghini Huracan STO for this weekend only.
Links are in the description below. Grab that Black Friday discount while you can. Guys, let's get on with today's video. I'm not going to go too much into a plan, but let's get it inside. Chris is going to start work on that rear quarter panel. And that is all four wheels off. I'm just going to whip them over. Chris was just bending down here and he said it's the first time he's had a look. Guys, look at that sill. Sill. I must say it correctly, otherwise the rocker panel, otherwise people send me like little emojis of seals. It's actually quite solid. And under here looks really good as well.
How you feel around all the back there, Rob?
It ain't got no bog in it.
No, it's all there. That must be damaged, not rot.
Do you think?
Yeah, it's got to be, but we'll do it out and we'll find out, won't we?
Look what we got here.
Disc.
A brake disc. Yeah, a couple of people commented saying, I don't think you got an RS there, Rob. It's got drums on the back, but of course these will have shoes inside them, won't they? These little drums.
I don't know. These never had one apart.
I should think that's quite big. It possibly has got handbrake shoes. Yeah, there's no cable going to that, so it's got handbrake shoes inside this drum, and then obviously disc brakes. But behind the bumper there, of course, yeah. Sorry guys, we took the rear bumper off. All of this looks okay, but you can see it's had a little bit of a
feel behind it. There's nothing missing, is there?
No, and it doesn't feel dented in either.
No holes, so it must have been surfaced.
Just a bit of surface rust, but you're going to crack on with that, mate, and I'm going to go and get.
Take that back to bare metal.
Right.
And then I'm going to take as much of the filler out as I can, see where we're at, and then
go from there. Also, just while we're here, a lot of people said, why is it red paint underneath the black paint? That's not actually underneath the paint, guys. It's over the top, and they've just used anything to prime it up, and they've used a bit of red primer there, haven't they?
Yeah, I don't know if they've guide coated it with red.
Possibly, but it's definitely...
looks like it's been put over the filler.
It does, yeah, but it's definitely, you can see it's over the top of the black paint, not underneath it.
Brush painted primer on there, haven't they?
Have they? Right, I'll leave you to it, mate. Slight change of plan there with the wheels, guys, but I think you're all going to be pleasantly surprised. Actually, they're going to be back in this video, aren't they? So what I've done was I went over to A2 to pick up 4 brand new tyres, and I was going to have one of the tyres removed that was on the back that was pumped, put on the spare, just so that it had 5 tyres. So I went over there, got a nice set of tyres for it, and there was a queue. I said to Chris, I'm going to run down to Smarts and get them to refurb the spare wheel, see what it comes up like. A2 queue was about an hour. I ended up going back there, just getting the tyres. All of the wheels for the car are in for a refurb, and I've got to pick them up tomorrow afternoon. Chris, you'd have to speak quite loudly. Yeah. Talk us through this. This was all filler.
Yeah.
But it didn't need to be there.
Yeah, I've took it right out and there's no damage at all.
So basically they're just like a temporary filler job.
I don't know, but they'd also filled actually over rust. And I think rather than they knocked the rust back, they filled over, so everything was proud.
Right.
So
just wants doing properly, and that is the plan. But that's
slight little dent now.
Is there? Oh yeah, I can feel it now.
Yeah, and this must have had some damage from to put that amount of filler in, but there's a little point now.
You've got that knocked back to a point where you want it, where you're going to have a little skim over the top. Yeah. And there ain't no way this is going to crack now, is there? It's been in there years, so it's actually quite nice now. You have.
This will be the trickiest bit.
That swage line now. Yeah.
But we get it true first, and then put that in last.
But for the most part, quite nice and quite easy work. Also, what Chris was just eating lunch there. I bent down underneath here. I jet washed quite a bit off when I did the first wash, but it actually surprisingly looks very good, doesn't it? Considering because it's been in a garage.
I mean, I know you can't.
We did that earlier. There, that line.
Yeah, but
there's nothing there.
There's not even filler that's gone through any little pinholes, is there?
No. No, very, very happy with it so far. Shame about the first wash. Mind you, it's just dust.
Well, yeah,
it's just going to
see what we had.
Exactly, and that is just going to blow off now, isn't it? Soon as you, that'll come up lovely again. Right, we're going to crack on. You're just going to hit that with a bit of skim
it up.
And as usual, guys, I'm going to be outside recording a video all on my own anyway. Right, let's get on. As you can see, guys, Chris has got that in its first coat of filler. Hopefully it doesn't actually need any more. Maybe possibly a little bit. There is quite a large area there for him to cover.
Got to get that swage line cut back in so that
it is very, very minimal though. Although that actually looks like a lot.
Just to true it all up.
That is to true up. You got that minor dent that's just down there where you showed me. And then obviously their filler work wasn't, I mean, we're not by any means. We just want to cover it up and get it spot on. So, well, you'll see anyway. Chris is just about to hit that now and start taking some layers off of it, and you'll see how minimal it is. But certainly to me and to Chris, it looks better already. So let's move on. Chris has been grafting away there, guys, and just wanted to get it bang on, and you've achieved that, mate. It's all done, isn't it? Yeah. This little bit here was quite tricky because it flares out and it actually comes out as well, doesn't it? Yeah. It does actually show up on camera, a little step in it, which is there, isn't it? These little patches, they're stopper, aren't they? They're all rubbed down as well. Yeah. Around the filler neck, guys, you can see Chris has fitted that filler neck ring that goes around the outside of the cap. You pop it back out to prime it, but really you wanted to get that in there, just make sure that all fits lovely, and that is exactly how it should be. There was also a little bit here on this rear, and Chris has tied it. You don't, but you've still tidied it all up, haven't you? And as you can see, all round inside that wheel arch, it's just perfect now. Oh, you flatted all that off as well, didn't even notice that.
I'll just take the primer up there a little bit.
So do you think this whole panel here is going to want painting rather than trying to blend that.
I don't know what he'd do, to be honest, Rob.
It looks a lot better now than what it did previously, doesn't it? Right, you're going to get on and prime it, mate, yeah?
Yeah, mask it up.
Mask it up and prime it. How much of a better, nicer job is that? That's perfect now, absolutely perfect. Just going to let that go hard overnight, Chris. It's quite dry now, it's touch dry, but you're going to let that go off, go really hard overnight, and then you can flat that off in the morning. He has decided the fuel cap, that was actually pickling up, wasn't it?
It's been painted.
It's been painted previously, and as was the little surround that goes around the outside. So he has just Scotch Brighted that and cleaned it all up, and now you're on that cap. You managed to get the barrel out of it as well. So quite straightforward that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really getting there with it now. The side skirt I pulled out earlier out of the car. I'll just show you that. It was full up with leaves and cobwebs, so I've cleaned the inside of it. But the outside of it, all of these white marks are actually scratches. They're not the same as the white marks on the cars. They are stone chips, and you can see down there it's quite bad as well. So we're definitely going to be getting that painted as well. But for the most part, quite a lot done in this video, and it's going to be hopefully ready to. It is going to be ready, isn't it, to go up to the paint shop tomorrow?
Yeah, I shall flatten that in the morning,
And I've got to go and pick the wheels up.
that's right.
They didn't, unfortunately, get all of those done today because they are diamond cut, and the centre caps have played a bit of havoc with them, to be honest, because they got no way of holding them to cut them. So they've made some sort of compromise. Fingers crossed, when we get those back tomorrow, they should look pretty nice. So back in the morning.
It's about 24 hours later now. That primer, that 2K high build primer, has had time to harden up. So I'm going to get a bucket of warm water, some 600 wet and dry, and flatten that off ready for the paint shop. Hopefully that shows up all right on the time lapse. It's just literally a case of flattening off, making sure you've got no high spots, no low spots. The idea of the guide coat is it helps you see those. And the other thing, I've got two blocks I'm using there. One I've got the coarser 600 on, and then the other I've got a bit of 800 to go, just nib over the top of it afterwards. So let's do the rest of it.
So while I was out there, guys, I went to collect the wheels, obviously. Chris jacked this up. He actually put the spoked wheel on here, two Peugeot wheels and, ST wheels. Two of the ST wheels, the spare ones that we got, and pulled it outside, chucked it up on axle stands and hit it as hard as he could, all up under the arches with the jet wash, just to get rid of all of the dust. He said every time you put your hand up there, dust come out, and the painter is not going to want all of that dust falling all over the floor while he's trying to paint it. I did just pop to JW Smarts. Check them out, guys. They have, I mean, that one there, that's one of our original tyres, and that is just the spare wheel. They have got handprints and stuff on them, but
Let me get out of that sun. They've been all repainted again. They've been diamond cut, then lacquered. There's a lot of tyre residue on here, but the wheels look absolutely mint. And of course, like I said, we had 4 matching new Kumo tyres fitted. So we're going to get this car back on its wheels and get it off round to the paint shop. Now, doesn't that look better with those wheels on it, guys? We'll go to the side that's black, actually. Makes such a difference, a nice clean set of wheels and nice new tyres. Let's get this round the paint shop. Guys, and it's back from the paint shop, and what a difference. Unbelievable, it has come out so nice. Look at the reflection in that now. There's quite a lot of dust over it already, but to have it all one colour and that repair completely done, just completely transformed it. He's removed the indicator, he removed the mirror, he removed the door lock, the door handle, the trim. Everything's been done, and it has been done all the way round the whole quarter and the whole door, the whole front wing. And of course in the back there, you can probably just about see, we've had the side skirt done as well. The back bumper is still round now. I didn't want to hook it on there and the chances of it falling off, and of course it wouldn't fit in my truck, but what a difference. I've just unlocked the gates. We'll push it in the yard and actually start putting it back together. Fuel cap as well, door lock, etc, etc. But look at that against those wheels all refurbished. This is coming out so nice, this car. It really, really is. Right, let's push it in. Bit of messing around there, guys. I do just quickly want to mention something. It's just come into my head as I press record. Quite a lot of you lately keep saying about the video keeps going quiet, and then after a minute the volume comes up. What are you doing different? I did the update on my phone and it put the video camera in stereo mode, so it was doing that automatically. And as soon as someone mentioned it in a previous video, last night's video in fact, I googled it, worked out how to turn it off on my phone. So hopefully, guys, we are back to normal now and it's good. So I know you will let me know in the comments anyway. So little side repeaters back in. We had to take those mouldings off. If he'd have masked them up, then, you know, there would have been an edge. People would have been critical, saying you should have took them off. And unfortunately, that driver's door one, it's not too good. So I am going to have to try and source one of those, or actually not put them back on. But we've got that one there, that's fine, and the back one's fine as well. I'm sure we'll find one for it. So door lock now all fitted back in, fuel cap and the surround is all back in there as well, and I even went ahead and put all the door panel back on. Now the speaker in here is no good. It does need a new speaker, but right now one's not available, and we've already got a couple of cars in bits, and we just haven't got no room to store bits everywhere, and we don't want them all just lying around. So I've put that all back together so we know where everything is as well. I'm going to move on, quickly do the other side, put that back together off camera. The only reason I stripped that one apart was to get the window up, and obviously I bridged the motor and that window went up and down fine, so we know there's not a problem inside that door. It's going to be elsewhere. So I'm going to build that one back up, and then we'll probably give this a little bit of a clean out because it's got quite a bit of dust in it. All back together now, guys, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a clean up, see if we can just get some of this dust and muck up that's everywhere. The painter was talking to Chris while I was out unloading all the straps, and he said there was a bit of overspray on the floor under there, so he actually had this jacked up and he went right down that whole edge for us and sealed it all back up, which is nice. Let's get on and get it cleaned out. So far from perfect, guys. I just run over it with a vacuum and got all of the loose little bits, but you can see the carpet is going to need a good shampoo. I hoovered up, vacuumed up most of those leaves and cobwebs that was in there. I wonder if those floor mats are original RS 2000. Just get all the loose stuff. As soon as you got in it and put your foot on the floor, it was sliding around where there was so much little stones and pebbles in there. But overall, very good. Guys, there is something going on behind the door, another project. So I can't get in there. This side skirt wants to go on and we want to have a good look underneath it. We need to try and get this car running, etc, etc. But because Chris is working on another project that you'll be seeing very soon, possibly even before this video, no, it'll be after, I can't get this car up on the ramp. So we are going to have to wait until Chris has finished, and then I suppose we'll get it up on the ramp. We'll do the willet run, we get the side skirt fitted and do the other bits, and of course put all those centre caps on and have a good look round this car. So I think that is about as good as we're going to get for the minute. So like I've said throughout these videos on that car, in each and every video, the progress just goes so fast on it. So now we've got the wheels done, we've got the tyres done, the paintwork on it is done. I would like to have some more paintwork done on it, and I did say that to the painter, but we didn't want to get too carried away. We still got quite a way to go with that car. The most important video, the willet run. And a lot of you would say, you kind of did that round the wrong way. And I think I've elaborated in the last video, regardless of what way round we did it, that car always needed to have that paintwork. And why we struck while the iron was hot, why you could get it in there and do it, we got it round there and got it done. And as soon as we picked it up, we've swapped it. Excuse me, very long day. We've swapped it for another car. So we've got another one round there that I know you've all been waiting for, which will be coming very soon. Chris is working in the background on another one that you've all been excited and waiting for. So sometimes it is a bit mixed up and the videos get recorded round the wrong way. But like I've said in previous videos, sometimes we'd do a bit like Chris's HA Viva. We haven't done a video on that, but last time I actually had some bits powder coated and I got a video of it all, and that's on my phone. That's from 3 months ago. So when we finally upload that video, all that segment will be put in with it, and you kind of get a gist of what I'm saying, guys. I'm rambling on a little bit there. That is the end of the video today on the RS 2000. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like, subscribe and share. Follow us on Instagram throughout the day for the little sneak peeks at Salvage Rebuilds. And of course, check out the merchandise. The link is in the description. We'll see you all very soon in the next one.